If he ever asks you, what do you bring to the table? This is how I want you to answer, exactly like this. Yeah? 3, 2, 1. Darling, I am the table.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I am the tablecloth. I am the table chairs. I am the menu. I am the cutlery.
How many times do they say the same over and over and over again? They all got it from the same chick, I'm sure, and it just spiraled out of control.
You know how many times I hear this shit?
Okay, if women were being honest, this is what they would say when guys ask, what do you bring to the table? They would say, occasional bedroom fun. I might cook you a meal from time to time, but other than that, I'm going to be a huge burden and a drain on your life. And I'm going to stress you out, and I'm going to question and challenge you every step of the way for the next 50 or 60 years.
Did you tell the folks that? You bitch. Did you tell them?
And I'm only going to get older and fatter as I do all of those things. And then you also got to get along with my family, who's going to secretly kind of resent you because they feel like you're taking me away from them. And then if we ever have offspring, I'm going to stress you the hell out and tell you everything you're doing wrong with the offspring. And my anxiety about the offspring is going to cause me to drive you crazy as well.
I don't want to be that guy.
That's what I bring to the table. That's what they would say if they were being truly honest. And since they know this to be true, they have to come up with some cute, trendy saying as a comeback so they don't have to, acknowledge that truth.
But what we eat at the table, that's down to you. Boom. He won't have a response.
Hey, maybe you're right. He won't have a response because he will be dumbfounded by how stupid you are. Do you think this response is going to make this man want to be with you? Is that the goal, or are you trying to make him run away? Because if you're trying to make him run away, then yeah, chef's kiss.
He'll be like a little mouse. You will have him in the corner, cowering over him like a cat.
And then he'll propose to you.
In that moment, sis, you have reclaimed the situation back.
This is total bullshit.
They're lying. Being single in your late 20s is a different type of single. And I didn't know what to expect. Because the last time I was single, I was early to mid 20s. I was 24, I think, when I met my previous boyfriend. And now the dating pool is different. We're living in a different world. The world is no longer my oyster when it comes to dating potential and dating possibility. It is more like it's more like a periwinkle.
The fuck is he talking about?
I don't know what a periwinkle is, and I don't feel like doing the research, so y'all can let me know below. But I know what it means. It means you're hitting the wall, and guys don't give a fuck about you anymore, and they're not, sniffing up your butt anymore. And now you can't be as much of a, pretentious, elitist KUNT now when guys try to talk to you. Well, let's be honest. You still will be. You're just panicking. That's really what it is. Okay, you talked about your previous relationship, but how many relationships have you been in? I'm going to say at least 2 or 3. And that's me being super conservative. And apparently all of them failed.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
And I'll just put it like this. Good women get it right before 3 strikes. Bars.
Really, nigga?
So if a young lady has had 3 or more boyfriends and is single at this point, she's probably going to fail at dating for the rest of her life.
Not all, but most.
I could just tell by her personality on this video she's unbearable to be in a relationship with. And the fact that she even have a TikTok is a huge red flag itself. Oh, I missed that. Is that a tattoo on her hand? It never fails, man. The red flags are always there. It's always multiple red flags. Tattoos and TikToks is the death blow. You don't even really need to look at any other red flags. Just tattoos and TikToks.
And between my severe increase in standards, as well as the much smaller dating pool of available bachelors, things are gonna get a little tricky.
Yes, they are.
Things are gonna get a little tricky.
More than tricky.
I think.
You're getting older, and you have more damage from those past relationships. Why would your standards go up?
I just want to shake some sense into you.
The sticker price just keeps going down. Like when you see an item in the store and it got like 10 stickers on it from getting marked down, that's you.
How dare you?
So you can keep raising your standards. Raise them even higher when you're 48. It's not going to increase your chances of winning. And you're super mid. Are you considering that?
Remember that?
No, because I'm sure TikTok told you you were a baddie.
To my fellow childless, unmarried women in our 30s, just between us, I am so grateful I didn't end up getting married or having kids in my 20s. It might not be your choice to be in this situation right now, but I do think there's a profound silver lining. As you can make the choices you would have made in your 20s now as a smarter, wiser, probably much hotter version of you.
She's a liar. I don't believe nothing she said.
Like, aging is a hard thing for women to come around to and to accept. That's a hard thing.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I don't want to date no more. I want to get married.
Hey folks, we'll be back to the video in a second. Be sure to like and comment anything under the video. It's the only thing that's going to help us grow and blow this channel up. But you know how tired I get listening to these dingbats? Really, go ahead and support the content by joining the Patreon or the YouTube membership. It really gives me motivation to keep breaking down these numbskulls. For low as $5 a month, you get one exclusive video a week, and the more memberships I get, the more perks I'll add. So show some love to your sensei.
How about new?
Smarter, wiser, much hotter. Older, more damaged, more wrinkly is more like it. Okay, maybe not wrinkly. Your skin's still fine for now. Well, it's getting more wrinkly than it was 5 years ago, though. More mentally unstable, more witchy, more skeptical of men, more bitter at men. Nothing that's going to be good for a man. Whatever you are now that you weren't before, it isn't going to be good for a man. The cope is real.
I'm definitely not knocking our fallen comrades who did get married and had children in their 20s, because literally it's what we've been trained to do. Your 20s are for doing what's expected of you. Your 30s are for doing what you want to do.
That is the worst idea I've ever heard in my life, Tom.
Yes, it's horrible, this idea.
Caveat, of course, is you have to figure out what you want to do. The same training that tells us we should get married and have kids as soon as possible doesn't give us tools we need to really identify what we actually want.
It's in your DNA to be led by a man. I'm sorry. It's just what it is. Women don't tend to have direction outside of getting with a man and having kids.
When it comes to the patriarchy and misogynist,
I mean, yeah, they may have a career, but I'm talking about direction in life in general. I mean, just going to a job like a mindless drone every day, I'm just not impressed with it. But as far as that greater calling, yeah, women are completely lost. Even if she's a brain surgeon, great. I'm proud of you. You're a brain surgeon. You put in the work. You had the discipline. You had the drive. And I'm commending you for that. And thank you for all the work you do. But that's one part of your life. When it comes to interpersonal interactions and, purpose in your life outside of what you do for a living, most women are lost unless they have a man to, structure them and give them direction in that way. But here's one thing she's not considering. Ma'am, what do you do for a living? Do you make over $100,000 a year? Do you make what a partner would make if you were with somebody so you can, have some real money to retire on?
I highly doubt that.
Doesn't really train us to be confident when we go against the grain either. So I repeat, it is a gift to be here in our 30s and have all of the options laid out before us when we've gotten to know ourselves a little better so we can make the best decisions for us that are more aligned to us as individuals before we're tied down to something that might not be what we would have wanted for ourselves.
Yeah, you have nothing figured out other than how to dress up to suck a.
What's so great about it? You're saying it's a blessing, but you've spoke on nothing but downsides to it. Like, I don't hear what's so great about it. And all you've been doing in your 20s is just chasing Chad and trying to be whatever he wants you to be. You didn't find yourself. You still don't know who you are. You don't know who you are any more than you did when you were 16.
That's a damn shame.
You just got a lot higher body count. And you're more bipolar for trying to be all these different type of women that you thought that current Chad wanted you to be.
I'm usually very positive about the fact that I am single and 30 years old, but there is something about the Christmas season that triggers me. Sometimes I find myself just feeling so alone.
Look, the reason why I'm laughing is she started the camera, made sure her hair was okay, made sure her eyebrows was the new fleek, trendy fashion. She did all this. And then look, she uploaded it and added hashtags. So look, we can't feel sorry for people who cry on the internet. We just can't do it. And another reason why we can't feel sorry for her, she has 30 dudes in her inbox right now who would marry her. But they're not 6'3". So don't feel sorry for this I'm so lonely at Christmas. Cry me a motherfucking river.
And I wonder if the person that I'm looking for is out there for me. And so Santa, this year, can you please just bring me a boyfriend?
Hell no!
You shouldn't say that about a woman. Why can't you say women are wrong when they're wrong?
You want to be making moves on the street, have no attachments, allow nothing to be in your life that you cannot walk out on in 30 seconds flat.
Okay, first of all, I didn't miss the red flags. I looked at them and thought, damn, that's sexy. And that's my problem.